first, together they could have tangoed their way to Argentina. They're as familiar with the salsa than our kitchen and have danced more cha-cha-chas than we've had cha-cha-chats on the sofa.
Yeah, if the puns didn't give it away, it's time for us to welcome 5 former Strictly pros to the studio. Please put your hands together for the legends of the ballroom. Woohoo! Here we go, we've got Brendan, we've got James, we've got Pasha, Vincent and Ian. What do you know, Brendan? We just rehearsed it. We said thank you, Ian. At least someone.
Space back here, right back at the back.
At the back again.
Why am I always at the back?
Because you're the tallest one.
I know, I can't help it.
Big ones to the back. But look, you're looking after Vincent as well.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm standing up, by the way.
I mean, this has got trouble written all over it, hasn't it? The fact that you guys are going on tour together, trouble.
I can't believe you let us on a television show together.
No, quite frankly.
I mean, we haven't been on the floor with each other for, we were saying, what is it, 13 years? A long time. So it's really nice to be back. Lots of banter, as always.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
A little bit of dancing.
Yeah, and a little bit of dancing.
Our poor choreographer.
Yeah. Scott Caldwell, he deserves a trophy.
Yes, he
A
does.
medal, I think.
Medals, trophies. Brendan, tell us what. So the 5 of you going off on tour. What can people expect? What's it going to be?
I'm kind of hoping people expect, obviously, dancing. We are dancers. But more so than that, it's about the old school of Strictly, if you like. The 5 of us on the same stage. It's actually the first time we'll ever be on a stage together as a whole.
Because you were never all in the same series at the same time.
I left before Pasha came in.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, the good old days.
Did he take your
yes,
job?
the good old days.
Took your job, Pasha!
I never knew that.
We just tell them the name of the tour. Go on.
Legends of the Dance Floor is what we've called ourselves somehow. And look, nostalgia, the beauty, the old school, some very exciting new choreography. Some of that we're struggling to keep up with because we're old.
Right. We were thinking of changing the name to the geriatrics. We've kept it as a legend.
The Strictly
Geriatrics.
Strictly,
It's a little bit
Cocoon
catchier.
3. It's what happens when you retire.
It is.
But I think for the audience, they're going to experience something very, very different to what's out there at the moment, and we'll have some incredible fun on stage with some amazing dancing. The set is incredible, so it's just a proper show.
And lots of stories.
Yes, because
Okay,
that's
so
what everybody wants to hear.
Are you going to do gossip again?
There's
Lots
chat.
of nostalgia.
Okay.
You know, things that have happened in the past and things like that. So.
Can we talk about all that on stage?
Yes.
Well, also, when you say nostalgia, I mean 20 years.
20 years. It's a long time since. In 2004,
When you
we
started.
started back series
Yeah.
1. We
Who
did-
won that year, Brendan?
I can't remember.
It was a long, long time ago, 20 years ago, mate.
20.
Do you remember it fondly?
There are aspects of the show that you remember. It's just the amazing times and the nerves and we didn't know what it was going to be. Strictly was this little growing thing, and it boomed. It's all over the world now.
So that was 2004. Vincent, when did you start?
2006.
So you were a couple of years after. So you'd seen the evolution of when it started.
I did
on Saturday
indeed.
night.
Yeah. I actually joined Strictly the year before to choreograph an Argentine tango group number. And then they've asked me to be part of the show.
I see.
So that's how I started.
And what's that like then? Ian, you were in the first one as well, weren't you?
Second series.
Second
but
series.
we did 2 in the first year, so it was still 20 years ago this month. September of 2004, I started with Series 2. Yeah.
And do you think it's changed very much? Because even the format...
They've got chaperones now.
You're not allowed to say that.
Sorry.
Do you think they need that?
Yeah, I mean, it was...
No.
It's a different show.
It was just a room with some curtains, wasn't it?
Yeah,
in
it
those
was.
days?
But it was hide behind the curtain.
The
studio, you
judges,
mean?
the
Yeah.
judges were sort of sat on each other, weren't they? They were sat on the same table, next to each
It's
other.
grown so much, the production value, what they can do with the cameras, the choreography is fast. I mean, it has grown massively.
Back in the day, there was a beauty about it that is different now.
Yes.
But like everything, shows grow, and they, more lights, more bells, more whistles. There was a magic about them.
You're all very proud of your part that you've played in Strictly. You've won, you've performed. It's been amazing.
Well, you haven't.
met but you've met
I
your
want Dancing on Ice. I have to get on that one.
but you've met your partners, you've met your wives, you've had family members. How difficult, James, has it been to see what's been going on over the last year, particularly, and the microscope that's been held up in terms of what some of the celebs have experienced?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sad, of course, because it is such a family show. we've all, like you said, we love the show. I still love watching it. I watch it with my 4-year-old daughter. She loves the show. So, yeah, it is sad. You know, these are 2 isolated incidences. That apart from that, if you speak to most people, 99% of the people that have done Strictly, they've had such an amazing experience. So we're talking about 2 incidents over 20 years. And it's such a shame it's happened at this crucial moment in the Strictly history. The show is amazing. I think it's going to go on for many more years to come. I still love watching it, and yeah, it's just a shame.
Those 2 incidents, those 2 incidences, though, Pasha, how do you think that's going to impact Strictly for the dancers this year? Because you've talked about the chaperones, so we know there's going to be chaperones in the dance studio, in the rehearsal studio. But other than that, how do you think it will change?
I think the measures were taken, and we should focus on positivity, what that show brings to the family, and everyone can turn up and watch it at home and have a lot of fun.
We don't have chaperones on this show, so we're going to have there's no box bar.
Yeah. We can literally say what we like.
I know, he's broken his finger already.
He's broken.
What about that one, Pasha?
He's broken his fingers already.
And stitches in his chin.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Dancing. Dancing could be
Maybe you do need chaperones.
Maybe we do.
Maybe we do.
The thing with dance is it's very physical. Sure. What the pros and partners go through on Strictly or in a rehearsal room like this, it's intense.
Yeah.
you've got to get it. You've got to be
when
on
you're
it.
Doing lifts,
you're gonna have accidents. We've had a punch in the face. We've had a broken finger. It's how it works, but it's also what makes it so exciting.
Sure.
It's amazing.
But do you think it's reached a level where it's too much? There's too much pressure on the celebrities because we've seen all these different moves, we've seen the lifts, we've seen we're asking for more.
When you won Series 1, compared to sort of the winner from last year, like the expectation, the demands, and all those sorts of things.
It's same.
Lucky that you won it in the first one.
Didn't stand a chance in the rest.
I think the reason it's so successful today is because of how good the people were on the first year. I think that's the reason why it's so good, is because as teachers and choreographers, we want to be the best. We want to win. And we do push the celebrities as hard as we can, but it's an amazing process. What a great thing for the celebrities to be able to do, to go on a show and be able to learn a skill that someone else is teaching them every week.
But also celebrities coming now, been exposed to all the success of the show, what was happening before. They want to do better. They want to push themselves to the next level. And
they want to get a husband and 2 children.
That happens once in a blue moon.
When the magic happens.
So, Ian, tell us where everyone can see Legends of the Ballroom, where they're going to be able to find you.
So we start off in Leicester.
1st of October.
1st of October, and then we're touring the whole country. I think we're at the Adelphi Theatre in London on the 8th of October. We're also in Newcastle.
Where else are we? We are great. Actually, it's easier to go on the website.
Legendsofthedancefloor.com. Is that right?
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
And you're going till the 18th of October. Well, thank you very much indeed. And you guys are going to give us a helping hand in a minute as well, I think.
Are we?
You are.
Yes.
We're going to usher you
We're
in
giving you
that
the memo
direction.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, Brendan.
Is it this again?
We didn't get.
so well.
Can you do the move that they didn't get on there?
No, I can't.
Go on, do the move they hit. They didn't get it.
You know what I think?
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.